On Caitlin Clark, keep an eye on that one.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, jittering, taking a long two and burying it, averaging more than 20 points per game. Here, shot clock down to 3, Agumbawale can't hit. Shepard the offense
there.
Clark high dribble, lost it. Shepard off the steal. Shepard gives it right. Here is Clark looking to shake Smith on the switch. Clark, step back, won't go.
Play fast.
The entry pass from Clark was a good one, and Smith gets called for the foul.
They then become a little bit superstitious and wear them.
Clark lays it in.
On the move and able to use her quickness to her strong right side.
Agumbawale can't.
But you get it eventually to Caitlin Clark on the handoff, and then the C's parted, able to get.
After the basketball on the glass defensively, felt like they struggled with that. The Agumbawale takes advantage. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Clark.
Seen it throughout the course of the preseason. The officials calling the games much more closely when it involves contact.
Shepard turns and lays it in. Nice move there from Jessica Shepard as Clark drops it.
Floor and have a step on your defender, and Caitlin Clark is out there. She will deliver it to you.
She put in so much time in the offseason to getting herself healthy, revamped her. One thing on her mind was getting her speed back. Said that is the foundation of her confidence as a player. As Sims of her first step again, and because of it, has her total confidence again. As Mitchell reverses it in.
Kelsey Mitchell navigates the baseline as well as any player in the
semifinals against Vegas. Even with all the injuries the Fever were dealing with, is that's going to be an offensive Segrist.
Dallas does have a lot of depth, both at their guard and post positions, but Alana Smith at the ability to pick and pop and slip screens as well.
Clark using that speed gets fouled on the drive, and Caitlin Clark, who his training techniques are the stuff of legend. He uses those different with us yesterday and said she has already seen the difference that makes just in her. Here's Beckers. Giving it up, Sims will try again, and hit. Here is Sims, forcing that one up, missed it. Cunningham, Boston, bodying baseline, turning, couldn't finish. Here is Segrist, her three, won't go, and Hines Allen the board. Mitchell will fire, no. Hines Allen on the offensive glass. Here is Agumbawale. Off to Segrist, little jumper is good. Here's Clark, good handle, step back three, short, exit in. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell shovels it home off the wrist. Mitchell with 8, she's 4 of 5 from the floor. Beckers, mid-range, you know that's cash. Mid-range makes ever by a rookie. Hines Allen can't finish the banker. Game Dallas the 1-point advantage. Shepard on the keep, gets fouled by Hines. In her second year, Segrist in the corner, rims out. Good job by Timpson. Finds Timpson in the dunker. Timpson can't finish it. James finds Shepard all alone for the lay.
Fresh bodies on the floor, and already we're...
Mitchell plops it in off the window. Career last year. Segrist, another look from 3. That one.
The next pass out of it, but often the one more as well to get a good look.
In twisting, kicking, Duntis. She got it. And that's going to be a foul against. You could get away with just night and day compared to the way it was called in the preseason, but the players are happy.
Clean up the physicality in the game.
And then a lot of conversations as well between Sue Blau, her staff. Dallas, 5 to shoot for Indiana as Clark will check back in for the Fever. Started. Clark shovels underneath. Johnson gets fouled. The ovation for Raven Johnson here at Gamebridge as Raven scores.
Really can disrupt things, in particular defensively, using her long arm.
And has been such a light for this team. It's a wonderful, sweet personality. Away from Clark. Odyssey Sims will lay it in on the other end. Mira Stuntis called for the illegal screen.
To see Sims, a teammate.
In Game 5, that overtime loss to Vegas, as Johnson had two guards going at it. Isaiah got the first tip, and I think the second one she might have got clean. It looked like the first one that might have been. Ooh, sets the screen. Sims misses the lay, and that is going the other way.
Great job by Hines Allen.
Trying to clean up these rotations right now.
Thank you very much. Hollier is Fudd in her first game, the #1 overall pick.
The way she stomped her foot after she passed the ball out of bounds in frustration.
Yes, it was quite a new acquisition for Indiana into the game.
Pass. Jose Fernandez runs a ton of on and off ball screening action, helping his players get open.
Lee overachieved with him at the helm. Cunningham can't pop it in, probably than she needed to. Here's James slicing in, left it short. Rebound deflects out.
For Caitlin Clark, both defenders shocking, went with Caitlin, and she just then slipped to the basket. That's why.
Draws two, into the corner. Cunningham connects on the... Smith rolling through, couldn't finish. Second chance won't go. And a whistle underneath as Smith is going to get called for her third in her Fever debut.
Only one foot stomping play from her.
The handoff for Boston, the pocket pass back. Boston, she got it. Navigating the trap. Becker is using the size and the feather. Clark back to Boston, will try again, not that time. Oh, Becker's couldn't.
Clark, and then Boston can go to work in a variety of ways.
Shepard, no. Clark 3 from 3. Fudd, you bet. Easy. Clark driving it all the way down for the easy. Gets back to her. Ogunbowale's step back is good. Boston going one-on-one with Shepard. Wow, how about that footwork from
shape coming into this season.
Beckers flings it up and in. Difficult. Beckers coming off a historic rookie season. Clark gets free, dishes to the corner. In, Segrist has it knocked away by Timpson. Now we talk about the history for Beckers. Taken by Beckers, then Hull trying to get it back, and a kick ball on Ogunbowale is going to
Game 1. She says it's probably going to take a couple of weeks. You know, the right combinations, when to sub players in it.
Not available today as Mitchell rings in a 3. 13 for in the second quarter. And a whistle against Hull. It'll keep things.
Those screens on your own.
Mitchell picking up right where she left off last season. And a foul is called on Alicia Clark, the veteran, smiling, feeling like Hull by Dallas. They're going to challenge that. So Jose Fernandez, his first foray into the challenge. The result up next.
Felt like that was the right call.
I agree. And now Dallas without a challenge for the remainder as they will navigate to the finish line without that ability. Here's Mitchell speeding into the Florida, though, Holly, and brings a unique style that all the Wings players have been raving about.
Junior college coaching men, but fast forward, his first head coaching job ever, Lady of the Lords in 19. Another chapter he's starting today.
He also really knows restaurants. I mean, especially in the Tampa area, you need something, you go to Jose.
And he had a lot of success even before it became more traditional in the college game, going for Europe, watching the European game.
Beckers, oh, what a pass from Beckers. She misses. Here comes Ogunbowale pushing pace. Beautiful flick ahead. And Shepard went to China, won a championship. Unrivaled one as Raven. Clark's 3 is good. And a side out of bounds with 2:36 to go in the second. Caitlin Clark will check back to the W. Sunday on USA, the Aces at the Sparks. Wednesday on USA, Aces in Connecticut. Sky. Alicia Clark picks up her second. Mitchell has been so insanely dirty.
Just Shepard's shin.
Mitchell 5th in the MVP voting last year. At least 100 threes each of the last 3 seasons. No other player in W accumulating 3 times.
Where she can get out in transition. She's had the most points in transition each of the last 2.
And a foul on Lexi Hull. That'll be her second. For Lexi, though.
So a different magic word.
It's a date. Agumbawale poked away by Hull, and Mitchell. The Allied WNBA halftime. Caitlin Clark's return. Clark looking into Boston. What a feed! And Boston caught the corner for strike 3. And an offensive foul there. Defensive end. We see it on the offensive end as well.
And I think the officials have been consistent, calling it on.
Here's Clark wheeling, dishing. Hines Allen can't finish the leg. Agumbawale gets it ahead. Shepard the finish and the foul. Jessica Shepard a chance for 3.
Instantly runs the floor, and you see it again on this play. Getting inside, finishing with the contact single time.
Agumbawale's 5th assist as Shepard completes aces next year as Clark gets called for the foul, and just too obvious a push from Caitlin. That's 4 turnovers for Caitlin Clark. 2 of them off at Indiana. Neither team is led by more than 5. James buries the 3 and changes that. It's working behind Boston. And that's going to be a foul on Shepard as Boston will go to the line. 9 points in the quarter already for the 3-time All-Star who doesn't get the roll on that free throw. 1,500 points, 700 rebounds, 300 assists over her first 3 seasons. The other played on the inside of her jacket she's wearing today. Agumbawale connects. That's going to be a foul on Agumbawale. It'll put Boston right back at the line.
You know how like shocked about some of the
fouls?
Freedom of movement fouls that are being called? Yeah. Adjust, there's more freedom of movement, and it's not as ugly as we've seen the past couple of years in terms of the physicality.
12 in this first half. She has 12 points in this second quarter. James and has a 9-point lead headed into halftime. Agumbawale and Becker.
Yeah, I mean, our offense is great. We're getting out in transition, getting easy buckets, changing sides of the floor, running our offense.